but we did have the Series X. I unboxed that. Rand unboxed it. By the way, Rand, good unboxing on that for being kind of spur of the moment and all of that. It worked out pretty well.
They moved up the embargo too, because it was supposed to originally be today.
Yes.
And I was like, all right. I was talking to you in DMs about like, what should I do? Like, I don't really have set up for this, and you were just like, just get a tripod and just put your iPhone on there. Which I bought one for Best Buy, and good thing I bought one when I did, because they moved it up. They gave us they moved up the date 2 days, and then gave us less than 24 hours notice.
They gave MG and I like 12 hours.
Yeah.
And we'd ask, so we're like, wait a minute.
I'm sitting back, I'm just relaxing, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, I got to get this thing done like before tomorrow. So I'm like scrambling, setting up lights on Tuesday night and whatnot.
Yeah, I was all over the place. But like, I mean, hey, Max got all the way to 100,000 subscribers with what was that? Just what was that, an iPhone? Or no, it was an iPod or an iPhone 4?
It was an 5. iPod Touch 6.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. 100,000 subscribers with an iPod Touch.
Yeah. Hey. See, you can do it. So yeah,
I want to say I actually watched a couple unboxings. I loved yours, Rand, and I was in the comment section during the live premiere, and everybody was hyped. I honestly, Rand has a really interesting, like, energetic voice. So it was, like, he literally reads the whole back of the box, and I was like, I'm invigorated. You could read Serial, and
I did a YouTube premiere for it, my first one, and I muted myself. I can't stand my voice. Like, every time I edit one of my videos for the audio, I'm just like, how do people listen to anything I have to say? This is horrible. And you gave me a big compliment. You said you loved it, but the intro was a bit cringe. People were giving me crap because I overplayed it, like I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean?
I thought that was funny. It was a good bit of like, what's this giant Microsoft
I thought
box?
people would know it. The box is already open. I've known since the beginning of October I was getting one. So I don't know. I guess people didn't catch on to that, but it was a big moment for me personally. Like, I was so excited to get the system, and I kind of look at it as like validation.
You earned Xbox
it and stuff.
I mean, you're in my opinion, you're the Xbox guy. I'm glad we bring you on. I mean, I think you're
thanks.
So we got a chance to check that out, and as far as the box, all right, so they packaged the thing well, at least. Like, there's closed cell foam all the way around it, which is good, because the system itself it's pretty heavy. Like, it's not a light system. It's a little heavier than the Xbox One X. So it has some weight to it, but otherwise it doesn't tip over easily or anything like that. So it's planted once you put it down. And the controller, I mean, you have the same controller, MVG, because you have the S.
Yeah.
The controller is fine. I mean, it feels very much like the Xbox One controller you're using now. When I was picking up holding it, it's slightly different with the curvature around the edges, and I do like the textured triggers.
Yeah,
like they have those dots all over the triggers, which are really, really nice. But otherwise, it's not a whole lot different than the Xbox One controller.
I like the clicky triggers and the clicky D-pad. I think that's a neat touch. I think there's something similar on the Elite. I've never used an Elite controller, so this is like the first time I've experienced
a little bit. Like the Elite, the D-pad on the Elite is all one piece unless you change it out, because they have like interchangeable like magnetic pieces you can put down. But this D-pad curves up, which is nice. That's a good touch.
They definitely did something to the bumpers.
Yeah,
the bumpers
absolutely
feel better, and I like the texture that they put on the bumpers and the triggers. It helps a little bit with the gripping. The Xbox Globe button, or the Nexus as they call it, is flush with the controller.
Yes.
Whereas before it's not. But other than that, it's like the D-pad slightly changed. But other than that, it's like the same exact controller with the share button, which you can actually kind of you can remap the share button to do a couple different things. You either have it do like take a screenshot, or start and end a recording, or capture the last like a minute, and you can kind of, with the accessories app, change how you want it. Like a button press would be something, and then press and hold is something else. So that's pretty cool. But like, when you were talking about the packaging, I thought the packaging was it was a premium unboxing. Now, granted, it won't matter 2 minutes after you take the stuff out, but I don't know, like I felt like Microsoft kind of went all out to showcase that the Series X is a $500 premium product that you paid for.
I mean, to be fair, we've seen what FedEx, UPS, and other things do to like packages, so I'm kind of glad it has that closed cell foam around it, because they'll chuck it down the hallway on you. So
I usually don't like to do the comparisons, but I watched the PS5 thing, and I don't know, there seemed to be a big night and day difference between how Sony packaged the PS5 versus how Microsoft packaged the Series X. I almost got the vibe with how the system was sitting in the middle, that like somebody was on their knees holding it up to you, right? Like take this system. Like that was the impression I got. But it was like you said, I didn't think it was as heavy as I thought it would be when I got it. I was expecting this really heavy machine, but it wasn't. But it's still a dense, heavy video game system. And to even get it to fit in my entertainment center, I had to take off a bottom shelf. Lay it on its side.
Wait till that PS5 shows up.
Well, the PS5, I'm getting a digital one, so I might be able to get that horizontally. But it's a nice piece of tech. Like it really feels like a premium console.
It's very bottom heavy too. Like the top, I would say third, maybe quarter, is just empty at the top. It's just a fan, and that's mostly it up there. Everything else is in the middle to bottom of it. So again, it doesn't tip over very easily, which is good. But I mean, it's a good system. We can't talk much about the software or anything right now, but MVG, that Series S, that thing looked small. That thing looked really small.
It's pretty tiny, man. The packaging is, it was pretty legit as well on the Series S. You don't get that foam, but you get kind of that egg cut, that hard cardboard egg carton type look, that feel, which is nice. I like the system. Like it's tiny, but it's got some weight to it. Like I think you guys were saying about the Series X, it's heavy, but maybe not as heavy as you thought it would be. This one's got more weight to it than I thought. It's kind of over 4 pounds, and there's a lot packed into that little box. So
when they showed the breakdown of it, where they kind of exploded the system out, it has the same kind of vapor chamber it looked like that the Series or the One X has. So I'm thinking, I mean, that was pretty hefty in the One X. That's one of the reasons it weighs so much. I'm thinking if it has something like that in there, which it looked like it did, that's probably going to weigh it down pretty well, even though it's missing a disk drive. But I mean, it looked pretty small. Like that looks like something that'll kind of blend in. I almost want an all matte black version of the Series S as well, because I think it would really just disappear into an entertainment center like that. Then
I think if you took one to a powder coater or something and get it professionally done, it would come up pretty good. But I mean, to your point, I mean, remember Phil Spencer had one in his living room in the background, right? And no one picked up on it until someone realized what it was months later. So I mean, it's very easily concealable and stuff. So
there's a Series S. It has that green effect at the top too, where as you move the top, it turns green. So it's pretty cool.
That honestly looks really stylish. I like it.
Yeah, I actually haven't put a disc in it yet, so I'll have to do that soon to check
discs?
how loud
what
it
are
is.
Discs?
Who
uses discs anymore?
Look at Max's
people who like to actually own their games.
Oh yeah, pay no attention to literally the 1,000 games.
Yeah, didn't you just hear what Amazon said about digital movies?
People just like to actually, hold on to the, buy, sell, trade.
After what Amazon just said, everyone should be buying their games now.
Yeah.
That argument's coming from game companies pretty soon. I'm gonna tell you that
I prefer getting all my games for half price at launch. Thanks.
Hey, go to Walmart.
I prefer just waiting because I'm not gonna be. They're gonna just sit in my backlog forever anyway. So.
Hey, I would say Star Wars Squadron's already $20 on Black Friday.
Exactly. No point in buying that game day one.
Oh, you said you game share, right, Rand? So you cut it in half that way?
Yeah. Basically, my buddy would buy Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then I'll buy Cyberpunk, and then he'll buy Call of Duty. So it's basically...
That's the advantage you have. You actually have a friend. I don't have that.
Well, everybody's got friends. It's just you have a friend that you trust enough to give you your personal information, passwords and emails.
No friends here, buddy.
Yeah, friends are DLC in life, and I just don't support DLC.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, the microtransactions.